This is JP with RumbleSeat, and in this video we're going to showcase our newest feature, which is called custom forms. Now, custom forms is the perfect solution to collecting information from your club members. So think of the things like the annual member survey, maybe you're collecting waivers or insurance information, or you're looking for volunteers. Whatever it might be, custom forms is the perfect way to conveniently collect custom information from your members. And this helps to eliminate any paper-based form collection, ballots, things of that nature. It makes the experience fully electronic and convenient for both members and your car club admins. All right, so let's dive into the feature. So here in the control panel, I'm going to click on the features workspace, and I'll scroll all the way to the bottom, and here you can see custom forms. And I'll go ahead and click the little pencil icon to access the custom forms shelf on the right hand side. So let me give you a quick orientation to this. So of course you see a primary action, a blue button that says new form, and this is the ability to create a new form. Now you can pick a starting point. It can be a blank template, so you can kind of build a form from scratch, or you can start with a template. So here you can see a show or event registry, volunteer sign up, waiver and release, member survey, general inquiry, so just general information. So if I click blank, you can see here you can give your form a name, you can give it a description. Every form will get a direct link, meaning you can copy that link and use it externally. You can put it into your email newsletters or post it to social media. But at the very bottom, this is where you build out all of the questions that are going to be part of your custom form. Now you can see here's a wide range of different formats you can select from. So you can see short text, long text, email, phone number. You have a number of questions. This is a great way to collect specific like chassis number or engine number, whatever it might be. Date selector, and you can see single choice, multi-choice, drop down, address field. And I want to spend a little time on the file upload and consent checkbox. So of course, let's say that you want your members to fill out a form and also submit something like maybe it's a waiver, so they can attach an actual document or file to the form submission and you get access to that, and that's embedded with the response. A consent checkbox, so if you want folks to consent to something or acknowledge, they have to click a consent checkbox. And then the section header, really it's not a field, it's just a way to break up your form. So if you want to logically organize your form and you want to put different titles and headings to kind of coordinate a series of questions together to, again, logically organize it, that's what the section header is all about. So really, once you choose a question format, you'll enter your question and then you'll configure everything about it. So for multi-choice, I can put in all the options. There's a little help text field here, which allows you to optionally display small text underneath the question. So a great way to add some clarity or maybe help to rationalize why you're asking for that specific information. At the very bottom, you'll notice the ability to mark a field as required. And of course, that's going to require a member completes that particular field. So that's how you build a custom question. Let's go to one that's already configured here. Just give you a quick understanding of what a form looks like. So here you can see this one has 3 questions. Notice that I can drag and drop questions, so you can rearrange the order. You get a quick sense of course, the question, what type of field it is, whether it's required or not. So a great summary just from this view here. So you can drag and drop to arrange, or there's these little ordering controls here where you can move up and move down. You also have the ability to copy a particular field, and you can edit and delete. So a lot of actions here where you can directly edit and access whatever content you need. So let me just quickly go over the section header, because this is a really convenient. I'm just going to put in header here just for a quick reference. So you can see here's my section header. So again, I can break up questions, and this will help, again, logically organize. That's how you'll use the section header. Now, there's a few important little tabs here at the very top. So you can see we've talked about the first one, which is building out your custom questionnaire or form. And then you can see settings. So by default, when you create a new form, only members only is going to be the access for submission. So you can also make it public, or anyone who has access to that form can submit. And the other default is one response per member, but you can adjust that. So one response per member, ensures that a member can only submit the form once, so you're avoiding duplicate information. If it's something like a ballot, of course, you only want one response per member. You also have the ability to automatically close a form on a specific date. So let's say you want to collect, ballot submissions for 30 days, and then at the end of that period, the submission automatically closes. So you can really control how long the form is open and accessible for. And last, at the very bottom, is you have a confirmation message, which you can customize. So if you need to give instructions or any other relevant details, here's a good place to enter that. And this is what the member would see once they submit their form. Now, as it relates to responses, when members actually submit a custom form, all of the responses will be organized here. And here you'll see a quick little dashboard that shows you total responses, how many in the last 7 days, the date of the most recent response. So this helps you get a handle on the performance of your custom form. You can search to find, content. You can also download a CSV file. So you can click this button here to download a spreadsheet of the responses. You also can click this little stacked menu here to export all the responses. But you'll see the responses here. All of them will post here, so you can quickly get a sense of who has submitted, time and date. You can see their responses and scroll left to right in the event that there's a lot of forms or form fields. You can also click to get a direct view of all of their submissions. You also have the ability to edit their submissions. So in the event maybe they emailed saying, hey, I made a mistake, can you correct it for me? So it's a great place to make an update. You can also delete a response, so you have full control as an admin to manage all of the responses. Now at the very top, you'll notice some extra controls here. You can copy the link, again, if you want to take this form, which is going to be a direct page on your club site. You can use that direct link externally. You can open up that direct response. So let me go to this one here. We're going to show you what this actually looks like. So I'm going to click open. It's going to open up a new tab in your browser. And this is a view of what your members will see. So again, this is the direct link to the form. You can see here it's open. So it shows the status of the form. It shows you that it's set to members only. So members know that only members can submit this. And you can see this is just an example of liability waiver and release. So you can see name. You can see there's the date field, address field, and then you can see custom, this is custom text, emergency contact, emergency phone number, relationship. You can see an example of the acknowledgement or the consent, and then, prompting for a signature here. So on submission, again, once all the form fields are inputted, that are required are inputted properly, they'll get a custom confirmation message to know that their submission was sent properly. So that's what it looks like for a member. Pretty straightforward. Let's head back now to the rest of the fields here. You can click preview just to get a quick sense of what this looks like. Sort of the same thing, just made more convenient as the open function. So preview lets you as the admin understand all the different fields and how everything's configured. Whereas when you click open, that's actually the form that members will see. Now there's 3 sort of statuses of a form. It can be set to draft. So when you first go to create a new form and you configure it, it's saved and it's saved as draft. You actually have to choose to click publish if you want to make your form ready for members to submit. So I want to make sure that everybody understands that draft. You can configure your form, you can edit it, manage it, you can continue to save any changes you make to it, but when you're ready to make this available to members, you want to click publish. So you have draft, you have live, and then when you have a form that either is automatically taken down at the date that you specified, or you choose to manually close the form, a form can be set to closed. And of course you can reopen a closed form, but those are the 3 main statuses for a form. And just revisiting the stacked menu here, again, you can duplicate a form, which is a great way to, oftentimes clubs have the same exact information like an annual survey. You can duplicate last year's survey, change the name, make any modifications necessary, and set forth a new form without having to rebuild it from scratch. You can also download results if there's any, and you can set back to draft mode if necessary. So you can see, pretty straightforward, really simple way to build and manage custom forms. And again, this replaces all the antiquated paper-based submissions, so it's made very convenient for members and admins alike. It's a great way to get more engagement from club members and get more participation since it's made so convenient. Anybody can submit a form response from any device, so fully mobile responsive. So this is the latest innovation from RumbleSeat, and this came by way of request from an actual user. So we appreciate the feedback, and we take all feedback and consider, the value and whether that will benefit all of our, car clubs that are using our platform. So thanks for the feedback, and certainly keep it coming. Now, if you have any questions about this feature or any of the other tools in RumbleSeat, as always, make sure to reach out to our team for help.